the evidence that we found written in the old Irish chronicles and in the excavation showed that the occupation at the sites, roughly somewhere between 1450 and 1550. So the start of the occupation might go back further, it might go back, but you're looking 100, 150 years before the Battle of the Fort of the Biscuits. And you're looking at a guy initially called Turlough Maguire, and he seems to probably build that site sometime around maybe the 1440s. He's living there, and we know we have references there. Unfortunately, a raid around that time, we know he was there because his wife was killed. There was a raid one night, and they burned the timber hall, and his wife was in it, and she burned to death, unfortunately, and there was a few other people injured as well. We know then he went and raided and killed a lot of the guys that had killed his wife, as you may understand. We don't advocate violence, but that's what happens. And then we were able to track his family. His sons and his grandsons stayed and occupied the site and used it right through into the 1500s. And there's a good one, I think it's his son. They were more aligned with the O'Donnells than they were in the O'Neills. And the Ballymenoan references that we picked up was actually the O'Neills coming down from Tyrone and burning Ballymenoan, and burning this site and stealing the cattle and the horses. But there's a good one I like, where the O'Donnell, the head O'Donnell, he loses a castle in Donegal. And one of, I think it's Turlough Maguire's son, goes down to help him. And he helps him. There's this guy called Donica of the Thumbs. I don't know why he's called that. Who knows? But he was the one who had taken the castle. But I think it was Philip, was Turlough's son. Philip called Donica out from the castle and defeated him in single combat. He knocked him off his horse and captured him. And he then brought him to the castle and said, well, look, basically, you surrender the castle or I'll kill Donica. Castle surrenders, and then Philip's able to hand Donica and the castle back to the O'Donnell. And as a reward, he gives him a lot of cattle, but also Donica. So we know that he brings this guy, Donica of the Thumbs, back to Clontymullan. We don't know what happens to Donica after that, but it's an interesting one. So, these bunch of Maguires definitely don't look like guys that you want to mess with. And that is the way, unfortunately, that people held power then. It was basically, do what I say, or I will come to your house and burn it down.